Hi everyone, my name is Maria Hocking, known as the UK Life Changer, coach, motivational speaker and author of the book Strip Naked and Redress with Happiness, How to Survive and Thrive Through Personal Challenge. Now maybe you've been recently diagnosed with PXE or someone you know, maybe a close friend or a family member's been diagnosed and you're struggling to come to terms with it. Well, I know exactly how that feels because 3 years ago, my husband was diagnosed and we were completely devastated initially. We felt like we were getting no support, we were getting no help, and we honestly felt like our futures had been ripped away from us. Everything that we wanted to do, see and experience, it just felt like it had gone. But the key here is understanding it just felt like it had gone. What we know now, that wasn't the truth at all, and we have found many gifts within PXE. But what turned it all around for us was when we started to focus on what we could control. And that's my top tip for you, to focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. We spent the early weeks focusing on everything that we couldn't control, everything that was going wrong, and everything that was so seemingly negative. We started to think, why us? Why has my husband been diagnosed with PXE? What has he done wrong? And actually, I know that he's done nothing wrong now, and it's just a genetic condition, and it's nobody's fault, and nobody can help it. We can't control the fact that he has PXE, but we can control our reaction to it. And the turnaround point for us was when we started to realise that there were certain things we could control. We could seek support, and I highly recommend the Facebook groups. We found some invaluable support on those Facebook groups in the early days. People that were going through the same thing and people that understood. You can control the level of support that you surround yourselves with. And also you can control how you react to PXE. And I think it's pretty normal for anybody to feel initially a little bit taken aback or devastated by the diagnosis. I think that's normal, and we have to allow ourselves times to come to terms with that. But acceptance of PXE is so massive, and when we accept what's happening and then we start to focus on what we can control, things will change. As a family, we also started to realise that we could control the fun that we were having in our lives. PXE wasn't going to take away our family, it wasn't going to take away our friends, and it definitely wasn't going to take away the fun that we were going to have in our life. So we decided to take control of our lives and start having more fun and start going on more adventures and start travelling more now, today, in case my husband can't see in a few years' time. So, like I say, it's not easy, a PXE diagnosis, but there are ways that you can turn it around. And the biggest way for us was to focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. Think right now about all the things that surround you, things that you can control. Maybe plans, maybe fun, maybe adventure, support, and the way that you react to the diagnosis of PXE. PXE, we thought at one time, was the worst thing that ever happened. But I can honestly say now that PXE is one of the best things that's ever happened to us. We can't control the fact that my husband struggles with his sight or his circulation, but we can control our lives, and we can make sure that we deal with PXE with a positive mindset and live life to the full, which has been the biggest gift of all within PXE. We now live life to the full. We live for today, but that's the way we should all be living anyway. PXE has been the gift that has really allowed us to see that. And I hope that it allows you to see that very soon too.